I wanted to get a tarot reading, meet with a psychic, if you will, find out about my future. But I was glad that after I saw this, I never took that plunge and actually went through and got it.
Because people think that the psychic is helping, I believed I was helping people for those moments that they were connecting through their grief. They were grievous, they're lonely. Even the people that were just looking for the job or, needing guidance or insight. It's not helpful because you're including them in a demonic practice. You're deceived and you're helping to deceive them. The devil's he used me as a pawn.
Just right there. Exactly. I mean, when you think about it, I know when you just take it in the simplest form, like what is psychics for? Like what are psychics for? What do they do? I mean, you typically meet with them because you want to know something about your future. You want them to tell you something about your future. You need some reassurance about what's going to happen, whether it be a relationship, whether it be finances, whether it be a job, something like that, family, whatever the case may be. You're looking for reassurance in that area. And you really have to kind of boil it down and look at world from like a bigger aspect than just your day-to-day life. And you got to really think like, who's the creator of all this? Like, there has to be a creator of all this, someone who's ultimately in control, if you know what I mean. And when you think about that, it makes you start to think, who could really know the future? Only the creator of the world could know the future. And even further than more than that, I wanted to start asking myself, why did it matter so much? Like, why did it matter that we knew if we were going to get this job? Why did it matter if we knew if the relationship was going to last? Why do we put so much energy, so much focus on the things that ultimately, in the long run, are not even going to matter? Why? Because all of this stuff here in the world is temporary. Everything is going to go away at some point in time. All of this is going to be gone away with. But we put so much emphasis and we put so much energy and we apply so much of our emotions to these things, our jobs, our relationships. And not saying that, you're not supposed to put a lot of emotions into your relationship, but we make that seem like this, what we do here, our relationships, our jobs, everything that we accomplish, our success, we make that define us so much that when we are uncertain of the future, we find ourselves having anxiety attacks, we find ourselves in depression, we find ourselves, facing doubt, troubled times, a troubled life. And then we go to these psychics. We go and get these tarot readings and we want to find out to get this reassurance. But the interesting thing is that even though we go and we try to find comfort in these, I guess you could say tarot readings, these psychics, even what she said, it's not helping people. It's a demonic practice because even if the tarot reading is telling you that, oh, this relationship is great for you, this relationship's going to work, or this job's going to work, well, you have statistics would tell you, what is it, over 70% of Americans who work their job do not enjoy the job that they're working. And then you have other statistics that tell you that, what, over 50% of marriages actually end in divorce. So it's like there is a solution that we are definitely looking for. I'll tell you that. There is a solution that we're definitely looking for, and there is reassurance that we're looking for. But from an ex-psychic, her own mouth, it's not giving you any help. It's not here to help you, and it's only destroying you because it's a demonic practice. And there's consequences to operating in these type of demonic practices. Like I said, there was times where I wanted to get one, man. I wanted to just go see. I wanted to check it out because there was times in my life where I was just so uncertain. But then again, I was so desperate. In desperate times, like they say, they call for desperate measures. And I definitely think that, engaging in kind of one of these tarot readings and, going to meet with a psychic is definitely a desperate measure to take for desperate situations. But she talks about the consequences that you get with and that you deal with, from the people that she was helping as an ex-psychic. Let's get into this.
That is a consequence that's guaranteed once you open the door to the demon. It's guaranteed. However, it's going to, I always say that the devil attacks, the demonic attacks are personal. Just like Jesus died for us personally, we have a personal faith with him, those demonic attacks are personal because what's going to get to me is going to be different than what gets to you, right?
100% right there. Those consequences, the attacks are personal. She just said it. Why is it personal? Well, you heard it from her own mouth. An ex psychic, she said that this is a demonic practice that you're engaging in when you go and meet with them to find out about your future, for them to read into the lines. But what you're doing is that this is a spirit, there's a spirit realm. You have to understand that there's a spirit realm. And since there's a spirit realm, there's always things happening in the spirit. So you have the spirit of God, you got the spirit of evil, which is the enemy. So you have these tarot readings happening and these psychic, meetings taking place, and you're not going to God. So to not go to God is almost to go the opposite way. And you're pretty much expressing all of your worries. You're expressing all of your anxieties, all of your insecurities. Oh, I'm worried if my family's going to make it, or I'm worried if I'm going to get this job, or I'm worried if I'm going to be able to be with this person, or I'm very anxious about this and I'm insecure about this. Is this going to happen to me? And you're sharing all these things with these psychics who are operating under a demonic realm. They're operating under a demonic spirit, and you're sharing the most intimate parts of your life in detail sometimes with these people. And you wonder why later on you're filled, like she said, with oppression. People are depressed. People have high anxieties. People are dealt with a lot of things. And it's because you opened yourself. Yes, because we are seeking for reassurance. You opened yourself. You talked about it. You found someone to talk to, but you talked to the wrong person. And that's why I'll say you got to be very careful who you share your things with, who you share yourself with, honestly, because not everybody has the greatest intentions for you and for your future. No matter how desperate you might be, you got to be very careful with that stuff. She's going to talk about the truth behind the devil. Why? Why do you have to be careful with this stuff? People always say, people like to use the devil in a time like today as art. They try to be so artistic with it, and in the movies and the shows that they come out with, they're blasphemous in a way where they try to make the devil seem like he's this great person who's actually friendly and nice, and he cares about people and he's kind, and they try to make God seem like he's the vindictive evil person. But not at all. They couldn't be further from the truth. It's just completely blasphemous. And she's going to talk about right now the truth about why it's important to understand that the devil ain't on your side. And no matter how artistic we try to make him look, no matter how engaging or appealing we try to make him look in TV shows and movies, he's not on your side. Let's see what she has to say.
Anxiety, confusion, the sleep paralysis, the nightmares, doubts, things start going wrong in your life because, listen, the devil doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about you. He hates God and he hates man. He's willing to give you a little bit of what you want for now and let you pay the price, let you pay the consequences of it. So it's really a very dangerous thing. So you're not helping anybody when you're a psychic at all.
Wow. At all. As she said, you're not helping anybody. And she put it clearly, the devil doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about you. That's the thing. Say what you want about God. You know what I mean? People try to say he's a narcissist. People say that how could you follow a God and love a God who's controlling and says if you don't love him, you're going to go to the lake of fire. The difference is that God cares about you. The devil doesn't care about you. The devil's like that friend that tries to act like he's on your side. Like he's always complimenting you, always blowing smoke up your chest, always making you feel good about yourself. But then when the rubber really met the road, showed their true face, and you realize that they never really were a friend. Because when things got tough, where's the devil? Where's the devil? He's not there. He's there in those moments where you feel happy and you feel good and you feel like you're just living your life. But where is he when things get tough? Where is he when the anxiety creeps in and there's nowhere to, there's no solution? Where is he when the depression is there for days on end and you just can't get out the bed? Where is he there? Because he's not a healer. He's not a protector. He's not a savior. God is. Like I said, man, this is a whole journey, and this is interesting. Stay away from those psychics. Stay away from those tarot readers. We've heard it from the mouth of an ex-psychic here today. And I thank you guys for tuning in. That's all I got for you guys on this one. I appreciate it if you stayed this long. As always, to the next one, guys. I'm out.